Development for Africa Exchange. Welcome, Noah.
Thank you.
How do you work with communities to develop the idea of having stock exchanges? How can you educate the South African public about the benefits of equities exchanges?
So it's so important. You've got to start with an environment and a culture of saving. And I think we do have a culture of saving in South Africa. When you look at stokvels in South Africa, I mean, there's a commitment every single month to put a certain amount of money away for a specific purpose. Now, if we can just build that out a little bit and grow that a little bit, that says, okay, we'll put 100 Rand aside for the stokvel purpose, but let's take another 100 Rand and start to invest it in small business. And let's provide a platform where there's an element of transparency and disclosure and regulation, so that I'm not just giving my 100 Rand to somebody arbitrarily that can now go and use that 100 Rand for strange purposes but
primarily the benefit to small businesses would be the capital raising aspect.
Correct.
That people can take their companies to market and give some people shares in it so that they can get money that can flow into their businesses so that they can grow and scale their businesses, because scaling businesses for small enterprises has been a big problem in South Africa.
So that's exactly right. Access to capital is one of the fundamental hurdles to growing a business. And I mean, there's lots of ways to do that. You can do the proverbial triple F, which is friends, family and fools. You can do the venture capital and angel funding. You can do private equity. You can do some form of debt, or you can use the public markets. And an exchange like For Africa Exchange provides a platform for those small...
How do you do this? Tell us more about your organization.
So it's all about an appropriate regulatory environment. So what you don't want to do is in raising this capital from investors is create an environment where it's so difficult to get onto the system, so many hurdles to get through in order to raise the capital. We make it simple, appropriate and simple. Well, simple is always relative. You're taking other people's money, and in taking other people's money, you want to give them comfort that you have a business that is sustainable, that is scalable, that you can grow it and you're not going to squander the 100 Rand that you give me to build that business.
Do you know, Noah, what I love about investing in equities and stocks is that people get to learn more about the economy, and the more they learn about the economy, the more they can take into their hands economic decision making, and the more they're interested in policies that affect all of us.
So I always subscribe to the fact that you should buy the company, not the share. So what do I mean by that? If you shop at ShopRite Checkers, you're in the shop, you see the lines of people standing at the tills, you got to see the trucks coming in delivering stock. You get a sense that that's the kind of company you want to invest in, because they're turning over lots of cash. Don't go because you're standing around the bra and saying, well, that company's a good company, buy it, and you don't even know what they do. Understand what the company does. Buy the company, not the share.
Well, thank you, Noah. We've come to the end of our interview, but that has been extremely fascinating. Buy the company, not the stock. Right, that was Noah Greenhill. He's the head of business development for Africa Exchange.
Staying in America, Chans, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. claimed, "Communism forgets that life is individual. Capitalism forgets that life is social. And the kingdom of brotherhood is found in a higher synthesis that combines the truths of both." From me, that's good night.
Well, political economist Gar Aperovitz said that Dr. King's final judgment stands as evidence of his understanding of the exact nature of the systemic challenge facing human society today. He says it is time to get absolutely serious about the meaning of changing the system in a truly democratic direction. So tonight, we roll out two paintings of the industry of the townships people, which make millions. The great painter here is George Pemba, whose work on township industry fetches millions on international auctions. Would that township businesses themselves would do so too. And soon, good night and profitable dreams.